record mode. Today concept is very important concept, that is framework concept. Today concept is framework. Today concept is framework. What do you mean by framework? Framework is nothing but it is a generic work. Framework is nothing but it is a generic work developed by an expert, used by many people. Framework is nothing but it is a generic work developed by an expert used by many people. Or we can say framework is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs which contains some set of programs which contains some, using these programs we can do our work easy. Or we can say framework is nothing but it is a software, it is a set of guidelines, which makes our work easy. So framework is nothing but it is a generic work developed by an expert used by many people, or it is a software which contains some set of programs. Using these programs we can do our work easy, or we can say it is a set of guidelines which makes our work easy. So this is the framework definition. There are two types of frameworks. There are two types of frameworks. There are two types of frameworks. One is system defined frameworks. First one, user defined frameworks. Second one, system defined frameworks. One is user defined frameworks. Second one is system defined frameworks. System defined frameworks are further divided into two types. One is JUnit, other
Yes.
one is test engine.
Yes, please.
One is
Oh,
JUnit,
okay.
other one is test engine. So first of all, we should know what are the main differences between JUnit and test engine. After that, what is the use of framework we will discuss. JUnit, old one. JUnit is old framework, old one. Test engine, new one. JUnit, no need to install. Test engine, we need to install. No need to install, we need to install. JUnit, we have four annotations at the rate before class. Here also we have at the rate before class. Here also we have four annotations. Another one is here after class. Here also one annotation at the rate after class. at the rate before, at the rate before method, at the rate after, at the rate after method. If you want to skip anything here, we will use at the rate ignore. If you want to skip anything, we will use here at the rate ignore. If you want to skip anything here, we will use enabled equal to false. Enabled equal to false. Results not clear. Results not clear. Results very clear. We can't run priority base. We can't run priority base. We can run priority base. We can run priority base. Okay. So these are the main differences between JUnit and TestNG. So JUnit is old framework. After that they introduced TestNG. Nowadays wherever you go, all the companies nowadays they are using, encouraging and depending upon only TestNG framework. None of the people not using JUnit nowadays. So JUnit is old one, TestNG is new one. JUnit is default we have in Eclipse, no need to install. If it is TestNG we need to install. Okay, if it is JUnit or TestNG, we have four annotations at the rate before class, at the rate after class, at the rate before, at the rate after. If it is TestNG, at the rate before class, at the rate after class, at the rate before, at the rate after. If it is JUnit, if you want to skip anything, we will use at the rate ignore. If it is TestNG, we will use enabled equal false. If it is JUnit, results not clear. If it is TestNG, results very clear. If it is JUnit, we can't run priority base. If it is TestNG, we can run priority base. These are the main differences between JUnit and TestNG and the last and final. So that is, whenever you are writing before class, after class function should be static. If it is JUnit, before class, after class function should be static. 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 That is very, very important. Okay, these are the main differences between JUnit and TestNG. So, right, first we will discuss JUnit and TestNG. Before going to TestNG, JUnit, first of all, we should know what is framework, what is the use of framework. What is the framework? If it is Java or Oracle, SAP, .NET, wherever you go, framework concept will be there. Why? What is the use of framework? What is framework? What is the use of framework? We will discuss now. For example, I'm going to bank. First of all, I need to log in. After that, I'm doing balance inquiry. Money transfer I'm doing. Log out. Login done by me. Log out also done by me. So this is called end-to-end scenario. Login done by me. Log out also done by me. So this is end-to-end scenario. This is test case. Right. Next, once again I'm going to bank. First of all, login, cash deposit, log out. Login done by me. Log out also done by me. So this is also end-to-end scenario. Next, I'm going to bank. Login, money withdraws, log out. Login done by me, log out also done by me. So this is also end-to-end scenario. Now I want to write this end-to-end scenarios in single test. So how we can write? So login, money transfer, money withdraws, cash deposit, log out. I will write like this. I will write like this. If I click run now, it will run like login, money transfer, log out, login, cash deposit, log out, login, money withdraws, log out. So here login function I am writing only one time. Here I am writing login function only one time, but we are invoking three times. Login also we are writing only one time, but we are invoking three times. So if it is any function, if you want to reuse, so if you want to 100 times reuse that function, that many times no need to write. No need to write. Once we will write the function, how many times you want, that many times we can invoke the function. That is the use of framework. If it is any framework, if it is Java or Oracle, SAP, .NET, PHP, wherever you go, framework use is. If you want any function in many times in the program, that many times no need to write. Once we will write the function, many times we can invoke function and we can use that function. That is framework concept. That is framework concept. Okay, once login here we are writing only one time, but we are invoking three times. Logout also we are writing only one time, but here we are invoking three times. That is the use of framework concept. Okay, right, that is the use of framework concept. Already we know annotation is nothing but it is a annotation is nothing but annotation. Already we wrote at the rate annotations before class, after class, before and after. Annotation is nothing but it is a main method. Okay, if it is any framework, JUnit framework, TestNG framework, we will use only annotations. Annotation is nothing but it is a main method. Instead of main method, we will use annotations. And you need to remember only one thing: at the rate before class. Wherever you write in the program, it will execute first. Wherever you write in the program, it will execute first. At the rate after class, wherever you write in the program, it will execute last. At the rate before, wherever you write in the program, it will execute second last. Second, it will execute second. At the rate after, wherever you write in the program, it will execute second last. At the rate before class, wherever you write in the program, it will execute first. After class, wherever you write in the program, it will execute last. At the rate before, wherever you write in the program, it will execute second. At the rate after, wherever you write in the program, it will execute second last. This is the order you need to remember. This is the order you need to remember. Okay? Right. First, we will discuss JUnit framework. After that, we can discuss a TestNG framework. First, JUnit framework. Okay, it is invoking. Just wait. This is the Eclipse. First time I am taking. Take the new project. New. Java project. Click on next. Project name is I am giving India. Click on next. We need to import WebDriver programs. First of all, we need to configure Selenium WebDriver programs. How to configure Selenium WebDriver programs? Right click, properties, Java build path, libraries, add external jars, choose all the jars. Now this is Selenium WebDriver. Now this is Selenium WebDriver. Go to SRC. First we will discuss JUnit. After that we can discuss TestNG. I am taking new class JUnit. JUnit. No need to take the main method. Just today we will discuss normal example. Tomorrow we will discuss web application example. Windows, preferences, general, appearance, color and fonts, Java. Actual size is 10. I'm keeping 16. Okay. Apply. Okay. First, at the rate before class. Wherever you write, it will execute first. Before class. Before class, after class function should be static. Public static void invoke. Invoking the application. Right. Before class, next. After class. Before class, after class, before, after, at the rate test. The only before class, after class function should be static, remaining no need. Close. Before login, log out, invoke, close. Bina madam. Here I'm taking 3 tests. So now tell me how it will execute now. Already I told you one order. Uh, how it will execute. First it will execute. Which one it will execute first? Before class. First invoke. Next. No. After class it will execute last. Already I told you. Huh? Now it will execute. Tell me.
Before class, before, after.
First before class it will execute. Why it is showing import statements? First it will execute invoke. Next login and something one test it will execute. If it is Bina or Akhil or Srinu, anyone it will execute. After that log out. Once again login. Okay. One function it will execute Bina or Akhil or Srinu. So after that log out. Once again it will give login, Srinu, log out. So there is no alphabetical order. It will not follow anything. So here you need to remember, if it is JUnit, it will not follow anything. First invoke. Observe carefully. It will execute. Right. Invoke login Sinu. So it is taking Sinu function first. So it is not following any alphabetical order. So here is no alphabetical order. Nothing will be there. Based on the situation, it will execute. So dynamically it will execute. There is no order. So invoke login Sinu log out to login Akilu log out to login Bina log out to close. This is the order. This is the order. Before class it will execute first. After class it will execute last. Before it will execute second. After it will execute second last. This is for JUnit framework. Results not clear. Here we have 4 annotations at the rate before class, before class, after class, before and after. We can't run priority base. Results not clear. Okay. Next I want to convert to test-ng. So import these statements test-ng. Right. In the place of before, we need to write before method. After, we need to write after method. Here before class, after class functions not static, but if you want to keep it, okay, you can keep it. But if it is JUnit, that before class, after class function should be static. If it is test-ng, you can keep static or non-static, whatever it is. Import the statements. Before class, what the test-ng. After class, what the test-ng. Before method, what the test-ng. After method, what the test-ng. Test, what the test-ng. Now if I click run, it will execute alphabetical order. First it will execute Aki, Bina, and Sinu. It will execute Akil, Bina and Sinu. This is the order. Okay. If it is test-ng, there is no alphabetical order, nothing will be there. But if it is test-ng, it will execute alphabetical order. Right. Next. So if you want to skip anything here, we will use at the rate enable equal false. We will write enable equal. I don't want to delete, I want to skip. So enable equal false. So save, click on run. Here only Bina and Sinu. If you want to run priority base also, we can run priority base also. So if you want priority base, then priority equal to 2. I am giving Akil priority 2. Bina, I am giving priority equal to 1. So if you want to give the priority, you need to give to all the functions. I am giving priority to Bina and Akil. So I am not giving any priority to Sinu. So in this situation, it will execute Scene first. Scene it will execute first. If you want to give the priority, you need to mention priority to all the functions. But here I am giving priority to only Bina and Akil. So I am not giving priority to Sinu. So it will execute Scene first. Scene is executed. Now I want to give the priority to Scene also. Equal to 0. So now it will execute first. Sinu, next Bina, Akil. Now observe Sinu, Bina, Akil. This is the concept JUnit and test-ng framework concept. Normal general application. We discussed how it is running, how it is taking. So we discussed. Tomorrow I will explain with web application. So just once manually you need to write the code and observe it, why it is running, how it is running, you can get it. Okay. That's today's session. Tomorrow I will take one web application. I will explain you before going to that web application. First of all, we should know You should know how it is running, how many times it is running. So here I am taking 3 tests. So 3 times it will invoke. I am taking 100 tests. So 100 times it will invoke. So if you want to use any function in the script many times, that many times no need to write. Once we will write and we will invoke the function many times. That is the use of framework concept. Okay. Okay. This is the recorded file I will send you. Just stop the record now. Tomorrow also we have class at same time. Just madam, just Suroj madam, just come only 2 days, madam. Not 2 days, 3 days. Just I can complete, madam.
Okay.
Okay. Have a nice day. Take care. Once
Okay.
what is it, I will send you this recorded file. Have a nice day.